Hey, welcome to World Entertainment, and we got some more Spider-Man news regarding the Spider-Man 4 from the Tom Holland Spider-Man. This rumor is interesting. What they're trying to say is the plan, not just for where he's going to be in the MCU overall, but what they plan for Spider-Man movies overall. But what they talk about for the idea for Spider-Man 4 doesn't actually make sense. And we'll get to why it doesn't make sense. Now, obviously, you're seeing on the thumbnail, Venom is on there. That is one of the things that's going to come up, and it really doesn't make sense, which we'll get into why it won't make sense and doesn't. But just before we do, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you to hit the sub button, hit the like and all that good stuff. Help the channel grow. It's been growing. You guys have been doing great. Let's keep it going. It helps out a lot. So let's dive into this Spider-Man rumor. So it's saying much has been said about Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures Spider-Man 4 plans in recent weeks, with all signs now pointing to us seeing Tom Holland's Peter Parker finally meet Tom Hardy's Venom to battle Null. Now we know Null is at least going to be one of the villains, if not the main villain for the next Venom movie, The Last Dance. But it says the deal between the two studios fell apart during production of Spider-Man Far From Home, and for a time it looked like Sony would make a third movie without any input from Kevin Feige. Fans' backlash thankfully changed things, but at least part of the reason No Way Home ended the way it did is because no one was quite sure whether we'd see Holland in the MCU again. Plus, no longer under contract, Holland repeatedly cast doubt on his future as the character in general. Scooper Daniel Richman has chimed in today to reveal that plans for the hero extend well beyond Spider-Man 4. He's heard that Spidey will have a much larger role in Avengers Doomsday than he did in Infinity War and Endgame, and that Holland will film both projects in early 2025. There's no mention of Secret Wars by Richmond, though we'd imagine he'll be back for that a little later, as a plan has supposedly been put in place for next year, which allows Holland to shoot Spider-Man 4 and Avengers Doomsday around the same time. For what it's worth, My Time to Shine, Hello, has also chimed in with, there's a new Marvel Sony deal that will have Tom Holland reprise his role as Spider-Man / Peter Parker in 3 more solo films, Spider-Man 4 through 6, and 3 additional MCU films, including Secret Wars and 2 others. So you're hearing there that they're saying he's going to be shooting Spider-Man 4 and the Avengers movie next year. Okay, then they're saying he's possibly going to be a part of Secret Wars and possibly something else. But the idea is also for him to do Spider-Man 4, 5 and 6. Now, that's a massive deal if that's all true. You know, that's 6 movies. But the part that's getting people interested, but also makes 0 sense, is Tom Holland's Peter Parker finally meeting Tom Hardy's Venom. Why does that make 0 sense? Well, it's very, very simple. It's not because of any of the type of deals that would have to be done between Sony and Marvel to be able to use Venom and stuff like that. No, it's actually down to the fact that Tom Hardy has flat out said that Venom: The Last Dance is his last time playing the character. It's not, I'm last time doing this, but hey, if they want me to do a team-up movie, I'm in, or anything like. No, he flat out said that this is the last time he is playing Venom, which also led to why people were saying is that must be also why they call the movie The Last Dance, because it really is his last hurrah out as this character. So why would you be saying the idea for Spider-Man 4 is for Venom and Spider-Man to team up to battle Null? Surely he would be defeating Null in Venom 4 or Venom 3. If not, if it doesn't end with now being defeated or whatnot, then the door is probably open for this idea of Spider-Man and Venom teaming up. Still doesn't change the fact though that Tom Hardy has flat out said that this is his last time playing this character, that he's done with it after this. So unless they recast, don't know. But the problem they might have with that as well is Tom Hardy does the voice for Venom as well. So he's not just playing Eddie Brock, he is the voice of Venom as well. So it's a very strange rumor. So is the idea that they've signed up for so many films. And of course, we've seen this with a lot of the actors being signed up for movies where it's like, oh, you've wasted your contract with this particular person because you've just stuck them in everything. They actually did that with Tom Holland at the beginning. It was like, hey, we signed him up to play Spider-Man 5 times. And before you even got a second Spider-Man solo movie, he'd already filmed 4 of the 5 movies. It was really crazy. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this. Not to mention that we're hearing now that The Last Dance will be rated R. So what way are they going to maneuver around that, if that's the case, and if he does end up being a part of Spider-Man 4? It's a really, really weird story. And for them to literally only have signed the deal, how the hell could they already be going to film next year? That seems very quick, because I doubt they've been working on a script. How could they? How could, like, Marvel can't sit there and start writing a script for a character they don't own? So, yeah, it's going to be weird. But we'll see what happens. And we'll have to see what Tom Hardy says while promoting Venom, The Last Dance. See if he does confirm that, yes, this is my very last time playing this character or not. We'll wait and see. So, with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I shall catch you in the next one.